Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another fanfic I'm gonna read because I think it's funny, and obviously, some people in the comments think it's funny too, and that makes me kind of happy because, like, dude, people are interacting for some reason. But anyway, I was getting recommendations from my last video, and I'm going to be reading Ushijima Wakatoshi. Um, uh, I'm blinking, sorry. Fanfic. I'm gonna do different. I'm gonna do a different fanfic. Like, someone recommended a Sugawara one, so I'm gonna read that one too. So I'm gonna do Ushijima parts first. Well, I'm gonna do one part, and then I'm gonna do Sugawara part one, and then Ushi part two, and then Suga part two, yeah, and so on. So this is Personal Space. Um, by HaikyuuSmutty. I'm reading everything from HaikyuuSmutty because she's great at this, and they're freaking funny. So this is part one. There's 3 chapters, I think. So yeah, let's get started. The day started with Tendo showing up at your house. Oh fuck! I already messed up. At your apartment. Ready to go? He asked in his usually weird tone. Yeah, let's go. You said happily. You've been switching high schools for the past 2 years and finally got accepted into your paradise of a high school, that is Shiratorizawa, for your third and final year. Not only is the school prestigiously modern and fucking huge, but your best friend went to the school. You were worried when he said he'd be going because you thought he'd be bullied like he's been for years. Dude. We stand Tendo Nation rise up. When you found out that people actually kept to themselves in that school, you desperately wanted to go. Now you'd be going with your best friend by your side. The school year started a while ago, so you were following a routine. So, are you coming to another practice today? Tendo asked. If I have time, do you want me to come? You asked. Yeah, Ushi's been cranky lately. Maybe a girl being in the gyms would balance out his hormones, he said. Since when do you call Ushijima Ushi? Oh, well, we all call him Ushi. Well, okay, whatever. You asked, laughing, ignoring what he was insinuating. Not for very long. He prefers me calling him Ushi the Miracle Boy, Tendo muttered. I like it better. It's cute, you said. Ooh. Oh, later. It was practice time. You had to remind yourself about attending the practice. You just sat there, watching the practice and waiting for it to finish so Tendo could walk you back to your apartment complex. And the day could repeat itself tomorrow. You watched as players continued to walk into the gym, change, and start practicing. Oh my god, you watched them change. One after one, they'd all walk in and follow the same routine. There's a girl watching us, Shirabu muttered as he bounced a volleyball. Why do you think she's here? Semi asked with genuine curiosity. She's Tendo's friend. She's Tendo's friend. I see them walking to school together every morning, Ohita confirmed. Then she's here to watch Tendo, Semi said, sounding slightly disappointed. Weird. Why would such a cute girl hang around with Tendo? Kawanishi pondered. No idea, Yamagata said. Goshiki, he called. Goshiki, being obedient, ran over to Yamagata. Yes. Yes? Goshiki asked. Yes. Goshiki's so cute. Okay, hold on. I love Goshiki so much. Did you notice the girl over there watching us? Kawanishi asked, motioning towards you. Goshiki looked. She's cute. Now I have an excuse to be distracted, he said, sounding happy. Buzz off. She's not for you, Tendo said ominously, catching everyone off guard. No one asked for her. Knock yourself out, Shirabu mumbled, and continued practicing. Stay mad. I don't know. I kind of did, Yamagachi said jokingly. So did Goshiki, Kawanishi laughed. I didn't, Goshiki defended himself. Don't talk as if she's some item. She shouldn't be for anyone, Semi said monotonously. I asked her to come for a particular reason. You'll see, Tendo creepily said as he pranced off. You noticed the majority of the boys talking amongst each other. Tendo emerged from the group and waved at you. You waved back as he ran up to you. Hey, Frog, he said with his usual creepy tone. He's not creepy, by the way, like, lay off. Hey, you said, smiling. What time does practice end? You promised to walk me home, you asked. In about an hour and a half. Don't worry, it'll pass by fast, Tendo reassured you and went off to practice with the team. The door opened at the last member walked in. Ushijima was already dressed for practice and set his water bottle beside the entrance. It didn't take long for him to notice your presence. You both made brief eye contact before he broke it and went to practice. He was staring at her, Shirabu said to Tendo. I know, Tendo said, sounding like he was plotting something. You continued to watch practice. It went on for another 45 minutes until something completely random happened. Happened. Hey, Tendo, what's going on with you? Semi asked. I'm fine, Tendo said, waving his hand. Are you sure? Shirabu asked. Tendo suddenly put his hand on his mouth. I'll be right back, he mumbled from behind his hand as he walked out of the gym. Your eyes widened in curiosity. He looks like he's gonna puke, you thought to yourself. Semi exited the gym with Tendo to make sure he was all right. The two came back shortly after. Are you okay? You asked as he ran up to Tendo. He threw up. Maybe something he ate. Sorry. Semi answered for Tendo. I'll head up with you, you said to Tendo and put a hand on his upper arm. No, your apartment complex is far from here, and it would be dark by the time you get back. Tendo disagreed. Someone should walk you home, he sighed. Pretty much every guy in the gym volunteered besides Semi and Shirabu, who didn't care. Hell no, I can't trust you with her, Tendo scoffed. I'll go with her. Ushijima suddenly volunteered. There was a silence. Okay, you have my permission. My God, I can't read or talk. Okay, you have my permission. Tendo nodded. Are you okay with it, Frog? He asked. You nodded. Feel better soon. You patted Tendo as he waved and left. After practice. Ushijima finished quickly so that he could accompany you on your way home. You both walked together to a train station. You didn't think he'd come into the train with you. You know, you don't have to do this, right? You said. I told Tendo I would. He wouldn't let me hear the end of it if I didn't do this, he reassured. Well, thanks, you thanked him quietly. Ushijima held on to the metal bar. Fuck. You stood oh my God! You stood in front of him, but still close to him. Your fingers lightly held to the bar, but you couldn't fully reach it. There was a group of schoolboys talking loudly near you. They laughed and just made loud noises. A few of them seemed to find you quite adorable, as they continuously looked at you and shared glances. The group moved closer to you and Ushijima. They didn't seem to notice he was with you, but as they got close, the train came to a sudden halt, sending one of the guys into your bubble and you, losing balance. You would have fallen right onto this guy, but you didn't. You were held closely to Ushijima. His arm was around your waist, keeping you close to him. Careful, he said, close to your ear. You could feel your face getting warm at the lack of distance between you two. He seemed to notice you were flustered, but ignored it. You arrived at the apartment complex safely with Ushijima. Thanks for walking me home, you thanked him. Not a problem. I'm sorry if I invaded your personal space earlier, he said. At first you didn't know what he's talking about. He must have noticed I was all fuzzy about that. You thought, oh, it's nothing. I barely even noticed. Besides, I don't have a problem with you entering my personal space, he said, rubbing your neck. Suddenly realizing what just came out of your mouth, Ushijima's cheeks turned a faint tint of red at this. It was the first time you'd ever seen him show any sort of emotion. I mean, you know what I meant, right? I didn't mean to say it that way, you said quickly, once again feeling your face heat up. Yeah, I got it, Ushijima said, looking away from you. Anyway, thanks, you thanked him again. He nodded and left. You shut the door behind you and locked it. Hope I get the chance to enter his personal space, you thought, smirking to yourself as you went to your homework. Wow. That's been getting kind of freaky. Okay, so that was part one. I'm gonna do part two after I release the Sugawara video. And I'm just gonna alternate between the two, so expect that. Thanks for listening.